everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I blog at stampingmom.com. I go live on Facebook on my Stamping Mom page every Wednesday at noon for crafting fun. I'd love to have you join me. Typically, I like to make 3D items, simple cards, and also fun folds. And today I have a great fun fold for you. This uses a 1" by 7" lever that opens up so you can see the card. I use the Bird Ballad Stampin' Up! DSP to make this card. Here's another one I did. This is another piece of paper out of the same DSP pack. And then I colored the bird with a Stampin' Up! Blends. Let me show you how I did that. I wanted my bird to look realistic. This Bird Ballad DSP is colored by Stampin' Up! Artists with the actual blends. So I looked at this paper and then I tried to use similar colors and shading as I learned how to color better, trying to improve my coloring skills. Here's another one that I did. And you can see I just looked at different birds that color and tried to use some of the ideas of their shading. For the card I'm going to make today, I was using the yellow and brown birds as my inspiration on how to color that. This is gorgeous DSP. It's available in the new annual catalog for Stampin' Up! And this goes live on June 4th, 2019. Just for reference, today is May 29th, 2019. So next week is when it starts. So I have the directions for the card, and I will also put this in the comments. It will also be available on my blog, stampingmom.com. So let's get started. The first thing you need is a piece of cardstock, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 10 1/2 inches, scored at 5 inches. And then what I did is I cut a 1/2 inch off the front. So a typical card would be like this, 4 1/4 by 11. This is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. So the front layer is a little shorter than the back layer. Then what I did is cut the lever. The lever is 1 inch by 7 inches. And you're going to set this in the card first. And you center it up and down. And you want it so that when the card front shuts, I'm going to put it the other way, you can get whatever you're putting on the front. In this case, I'm doing a scallop circle centered on there, and that looks great. So you can use either liquid glue or you can use tear and tape. In this case, I'm using Fast Fuse just because it's quicker and easier to do on the video. So I'm lining this lever up from top to bottom, centered on the card. Now what I'm going to do is take a piece of Daffodil Delight. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to add some adhesive and center this on this section of the card. If you use the green glue, the mono glue, this gives you more wiggle room to move things around. Now I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And what I'm going to do here is layer it off to the side, because when I shut the card, I don't want the white to show. So again, add your choice of adhesive. And I'm going to put this off to the left. But I still want to have a similar amount of cardstock on each side. Now when I shut that, that doesn't show. Now I'm going to take the scallop circles. These were cut from the Stitched Shapes framelit. The bird is cut from the second biggest, and the crumb cake layer is from the largest stitched circle. I'm going to shut the card, and I'm going to center one scallop circle on the front of this piece. Now I'm going to take some adhesive and fold the lever down so it's attached. Now you see there's still adhesive showing, but I'm going to have another circle on the top of this, so that doesn't matter. You just want the lever to be attached well. So I'm going to put some adhesive on top of the lever and on the rest of the circle. Now I'm going to take the second circle and pop it up directly on top of the first circle. Now you can see this lever looks cute on both sides. Now here's the bird that I colored earlier, and I'm going to take 3 Stampin' dimensionals and put those on the back of the bird. I like the way things look when they're popped up. It gives the project some dimension. And I'm going to take the backing off the dimensionals and center this circle right on top of the crumb cake circle. Now what I'm going to do is take another layer of Daffodil Delight. This measures 4 inches by 4 3/4. And I'm going to center that right on the front of the card. Now here's a piece of the Bird Ballad DSP. This measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. I'm going to use glue this time because I really want to get it in the center. You just need a tiny amount, but this gives me the wiggle room I need to center it the way I want to. You just press that down. That glue, this multi-liquid glue, it works really well. Okay, look how simple that is. Now you have a place to write in here. You could also decorate that layer. And here we go. Now, another thing I did on this card is I added this polka dot tulle ribbon in Whisper White. This is just gorgeous ribbon. And this is in the current catalog. It's also carrying over into the new annual catalog. So I'm just going to place the ribbon. This is about 7 inches of ribbon, and you're going to tie a knot. And then I'm going to use my ribbon scissors. So my husband and my adult children, I have 2 college students and then 2 kids out of college, they know not to use my ribbon scissors. I have a piece of ribbon on here and they're super sharp, and I only use them for ribbon, kind of like how quilters just have fabric scissors. But anyway, can you see the ribbon on there? Super pretty. So when you make these cards, the key is the 1" by 7" lever. So here I made it with square scallops on the front. Here's circle scallops on the front. On my blog, you'll also see I use the stitched nested framelits, and all of these cards are made on the same theory. Now this card, I use the gorgeous organdy striped ribbon in petal pink. This also is available starting June 4th, 2019. I'm going to show you another card I made with the lever technique. Now this card is a little bit shorter. Instead of 5.5 inches for this base layer, it's actually 5 inches. Some other differences: inside, I just have the Whisper White to write on. But again, I have it over to the left so it doesn't show when I shut it. On this card, I put a sentiment and embossed it inside. It's super pretty in real life. I wish you could see it. Where here I just left the DSP plain. On this layer card, I just have the 2 layers. Here I have 3 layers, a stitched layer in between, and then this is glimmer paper on this scalloped level. This wine is embossed in black, the wine glasses, and colored on watercolor paper. And then another difference is the lever on here. I just added a piece of black cardstock and a cute silver ribbon I adhered down the center, whereas here I tied it around. So using this technique of a lever, you can make all kinds of cards and be super creative. I'd love to see what kind of cards that you make with this lever technique. I'll put the directions again in the comments below. Also, on the 2019 catalog that goes live next week, I am offering paper shares, ribbon shares, and embellishments. So you would get this beautiful paper as part of that. If you want the 6x12 DSP of all the new designer series papers, that is $48 delivered. If you can pick it up at my house, it's only $40. I also do a paper share of the 6x6 in all 50 of the Stampin' Up! Colors. There's 4 designs of that. That paper is $40 delivered, or $32 if you pick it up. And if you want it all, you want all the paper, both kinds, and you want in both kinds, that's several pieces of paper. And then you also want the ribbon and the embellishments. That is only $110 delivered. And I promise you, you will love it. I'll have everything identified with the color, the number, how you can reorder it if you want it. It truly is a great deal. So anyway, I would love it if you would subscribe to my blog, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and join me over at Stamping Mom on Facebook, live on Wednesdays. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. My email is beth@stampingmom.com. And have a wonderful and blessed day. See you later. Bye-bye.